offenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Got a little space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Peterson. He's got him. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
With the catch, it's Whitaker. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Using the quick game. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Dropping back, it's Peterson. Bringing the heat. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Gain of 10. And that's a first down for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick release on the RPO. Across the 45. Oh, what a cut! He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Dropping back, it's Peterson. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's long. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Using his legs, it's Cherry. Finds some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They're going to ride this running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run.
Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call.
Picked off, and they throw in an early drive with the turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to pass, it's Walters. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Caught over the middle. It's long.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Whitaker. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
He's got an open man.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The short hands, it's Whitaker. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
It's caught.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Makes the catch. It's Harrison.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Harrison. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Now they'll run the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On target to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. On to attempt the try. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want a quiet...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ball State opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of the MAC.
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Peterson. Makes the grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana does. Touchdown Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. And forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.